welcome to F1FPV Now, home of all things racing, FPV. I'm Mark.
And I'm Patrick. We got a great episode for you guys today. We're gonna go over and look in the hangar. We're gonna take Blackbox and figure out how to dial in your quad even further.
And today we have a very, very special interview from someone that was at the Drone National event.
After that, we're gonna take a look at the Banshee from Video Aerial Systems.
So let's waste no more time and head on over to that hangar.
Welcome to the hangar, guys. We're gonna go over today a few things you can do to make your quad dialed in to a kind of finer level. We can use the Blackbox tool, which is available on some flight controllers, to go in and look at data that you can't hear or see to make it a little bit smoother. So the first thing we're gonna do is show you guys how to open up Blackbox, how to get the data that you need, and kind of go over some things as far as what specifics you need to make it fly a little bit better. So let's go to that. All right, so here we are in Cleanflight. By this point, you connect to your board. You're gonna scroll down on the configuration page right here, and you are going to look, you're gonna scroll down right here, and in the bottom right, you're gonna look at Blackbox. This is disabled by default. You need to check this box and save and reboot. That's step one to get Blackbox to work. The second step is you actually have to go into your CLI or command line interface, and you have to type set, S-E-T, space, and then this exactly, Blackbox underscore device equal to 1. And then that turns it on. So once you know that that's good and you've got the box checked, what happens is the next time you come in and arm your board, it will automatically write. So you can go here on the data flash. Here's the bar. It says use space 2 megabytes because I've already filled it all the way up. But what'll happen is if you just did this and it's a new board, this will be completely blank. And the second you arm your board and do it, it'll start getting the data, capturing the data as you're flying. So once that space is used, you go in here and you go on the bottom right and you save the flash to your file, save it to your desktop, and then once you have that data, you go to Google. You can type Cleanflight Blackbox. If you type that and search it on Google, it's actually the third one down. It's the Blackbox log viewer on GitHub. So you click that and you get into GitHub, and down here on the right, you download the zip and you save that to your desktop and unzip it. All right, so after that, and you unzip the file that you just downloaded from GitHub, it'll be on your desktop, Blackbox Log Viewer Master. Double click that and go into Index, double click it, and this is actually the one that is online. So what you can do is you can just click Open Log File Video. You click this and you go and find the file that you saved, that you recorded from your flight. Right here, this is Blackbox Log 201. So double click that and it'll actually open it up in the online Blackbox viewer. So this is the data that I captured. So right here you have all your motors up here, 1, 2, 3, and 4. You can see them separately. And then right here I have my gyro going, so you can see what the gyro is doing. These two are the sticks, what the stick inputs are doing. Right here you can see each motor and the power percentages per motor. It'll be as a pie graph. So what you can do is just go play. You can control your playback speed. You can zoom in as far or as wide as you want. So when you're tuning your quad, you can actually use this line right here on the gyro. And if you look right here, you can see roll, pitch, and yaw. And you can see individually what they're doing, and it's color coded. So if, for example, you're flying and you see one of the lines is oscillating a good bit, but the other one is flat, pitch could be good, but roll might be a little off. So you can take roll and know that that's oscillating a little bit, and you can lower your P or whatever you need to do, whatever the corrective action is, to get that on par with everything else. So at the end of the day, you'll have a clean tune where everything lines up and you're running your quad as efficiently as possible. Another thing here is paying close attention to the motors to see the percentage and what they're doing on power. This isn't a good example because I'm just going full power with one, but what'll happen is this will be like a pie graph, and if it's opening and closing really fast and fluttering when you're going along the line and seeing what it's doing in time, you can tell that that's out of tune, and you need, once you get that line to be a little bit more flat with the curve, it'll do it, you know, progressively. It won't be jumping around, and then thus you'll increase your flight time because you won't be pulling as many amps. So a couple of things, I guess more generic, that can help you guys fly better. One thing that not everybody knows is to set your deadbands. Deadbands means that if you're in a clean flight and you open up and you look at what your inputs are doing, for example, if you're on roll and you're looking at roll, it goes from 1,000 to 2,000, and the middle stick is 1,500, and that's what it's at. If you look at it, it'll be 1,500, but it'll be dancing around from 1499 to 1501, and it'll kind of flutter back and forth. So what deadband does is it actually takes a little chunk on either side of that to not actually do anything on your aircraft. So when it's doing that little fluttering automatically without any stick input, it's not actually minutely moving the quad. So that'll help you fly a little bit smoother. So I'd set deadband to 6. So some commands in the CLI are set deadband to 6 and set yaw deadband to 6. So then when you're flying, you don't have those little inputs messing you up. So that's deadband. That helps a little bit to make your flights a little bit smoother, and you don't get those weird inputs that you weren't intending on having. The next thing is for running the processor at the full clock speed, set your EMF avoidance to 1. It's naturally on 0, so set it to 1, and that'll help a little bit. And the next thing would be, if you're like me and you only fly in manual mode and you don't have any need for self-stabilization mode, you can actually turn off the accelerometer completely by setting ACC hardware equal to 1. That'll turn off your accelerometer completely, and it'll free up some processing power so you can actually lower your loop time a little bit lower than you would have been able to do in the first place. So hopefully you guys can take some of this stuff that I just showed you in Blackbox to help you finer tune your quads to get them on rails like they should be. And yeah, if you got any questions, let us know, drop a comment. I got to go to some stupid interview thing or something, so I got to get out of here, but hope to see you guys out there.
Welcome to Fireside Chat. We have an interview today with Keyshaw, who went to Drone Nationals recently. So, Patrick,
Yes.
give me an idea what it was to go out there and meet all these other pilots, big names, and how were they?
It was good. It was an awesome event. It was a really fun experience. Got to meet a lot of people, had some fun, had some shenanigans. So it was pretty good overall. Yeah.
Did you guys do any freestyling afterwards? Did you guys all get together?
Yeah, we went and did some crazy events, kind of all of us after the thing was over. We went to a go-kart track, raced there indoors. We went to a park and had the greatest FPV meet ever. I'm sure you guys have seen that on YouTube.
Yeah, we have. Well, awesome. So, at the event, give me an idea what everybody's nerves were, in particular you. So how did you feel actually being competitive, first real competitive environment?
It was awful. It was really, really weird. Everybody, for the most part, I thought I was going to be there and it was going to be a bunch of kind of nerdy, there was going to be a few nerdy weirdos that were kind of, I don't know, into themselves and kind of cocky, but like everybody was just like super cool, super down to earth. Just like I was, just, hey, I'm glad to be here, meet all these people and have some fun and just hang out. So it was actually really, really a breath of fresh air that everybody was really just really cool to hang out with.
Right. Everybody was talking about it on the old interweb. Was the video issue that you had. Everybody was apparently complaining about video.
Right. The video was really, really bad. There's really no other way to dance around it. It was just not a good situation. I guess it was bad for everybody, but I guess the environment wasn't great. We were around in a bunch of bleachers.
What about the monorail?
There's a lot of Wi-Fi. There was a monorail. Some people were talking about that. I don't know what was interfering, but a lot was interfering. They actually stepped it up from 25 milliwatts to 200 milliwatts to
try to... You guys are changing mid competition?
Yeah, and it still didn't help tremendously. But like I said, it's the first run at it.
Where do you think it should be, like open field? Where do you think it should be?
I don't know. I think a really good place to be would maybe be like Hawaii or something like that. Yeah.
What do you think? Maybe like $100,000 purse, something ridiculous like that?
That'd be good. That'd be
Like
enticing
all
for
the
everybody.
races from around the world show up, like
Yeah.
everybody.
Maybe make it a world thing instead of a national thing would be pretty good.
I think that'd be pretty badass, honestly.
That's what I would think. So.
I wonder how much is it going to get in? Like $1,000?
I don't know.
I don't know. I think you can afford it.
Probably not.
So, Patrick, I got one last question for you, man.
What's that?
How many quads did most people bring to the event?
Most people probably brought easily 2, maybe 3 to 4. I saw one guy with 5. So
What about you? How many do you have?
1. I only brought 1. I don't know. It works. It's what
And it didn't break during your races, right?
No.
And
It was
when
easy
did you
to
break it?
check through TSA. I broke it in a freestyle session that we were all at a park. I tried to go through a gap at like 80 miles an hour and hit a concrete park bench. So
And that was the end of your flying.
that was it. That was it. Because that's all I brought was 1 quad. So
Well,
my bad.
oh well,
Next time.
lesson learned, right? So, you go to another event, make sure you bring 1 or 2.
Yeah.
Right? I think that's
Yeah.
the motto.
Yeah, I'm kind of done with this interview. I just
Okay.
I got to get another drink. So I guess just go ahead and talk about that Banshee thing or whatever you said you were going to do earlier. So
Sounds good. It's all the time we got at Fireside Chat. See you later. The Banshee from Alex. First flight, I like it. I think I know my CG's off a little bit. It's a little tail heavy. I like it.
So what we got here is called the Banshee from Video Aerial Systems. Alex Creve designed this plane to be a fast, maneuverable FPV platform, and it is. It's by far my favorite plane to fly FPV, hands down. I have put a lot of time on it since I built it and got it done about a week ago, and it's amazing. Its stall speed is really, really low. You can turn this thing on a dime. I was actually having mini quads chase me, and I was able to outmaneuver them at some points. You can tuck it into low-lying trees, you can shoot it through tight gaps, you can go inverted and do a roll. It's highly durable, very durable.
I was trying to tuck through right here. I'll show you all in the video, but I'm trying to go through at the end and cup and jack and really kick the throttle and go vertical over. But I got snagged in the tree. I couldn't see because of the light, but man, it hit hard. Just got a piece of wood stuck in it, dude. Nothing bad at all, really. Nothing. Battery popped out. That's it. Hell, like it's a fucking tank, man. Everything's still true. I mean, it went right into that tree, and then it landed straight on the ground. Enough to throw my battery out. Horns are fine. Linkages are fine. And I love this shit, man. This is a badass plane. Alex outdid himself on this one. I'm not kidding when I say I'm gonna be flying it all. Back at you, Patrick.
thanks for joining us this time at F1FPV Now.
Be sure to come down and join us at the Flying Circus by Stone Blue Airlines. It's going to be epic.
I'm going to fly FPV from a porta potty,
So if you like the show, click the like and the subscribe button below.
and we'll see you next time.
Welcome to F1FPV Now, home of all things racing, FPV. I'm Mark.
And I'm Patrick. Figure out how to more specifically and more dialed in and just kind of ramble on for a little longer than I should to ruin everything.
Epic.
I'm going to fly FPV from a porta potty. From a porta potty.
Flying Circus.
Flying circus, yeah.
All right, this is hard with all these props, dude.
You just say, all right, yeah.
Dog, it smells like ass.
Dogs and children. All right, welcome us in. And Cheesy Grin and your mama.
I think it's going to be fantastic.
It's going to be great. There's going to be a lot of havoc.
So,
What?
yeah.
And what do you think about Snow Blue? We're going to have a good time?
It's going to suck.
Yeah.
I really don't want to go. Jesus Christ, you Instagram yourself taking a shit. It's like,
I love it.
it's like 6 in a row. It'll come on my thing. I'll be like, boom, boom. It's like the same shit. I'm like, damn it, Mark.
All right, Amasa.
Somebody pick that dog up.
And we'll,
Yes, Amasa,
and
I'm
we'll
sorry.
see you, and we'll see you next time.
I'm
And we'll
sorry.
see you
Put
next
dog
time.
down,
And we will
Massa.
see you next time.